Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this webinar on mortgage portfolio standards, an innovative approach to decarbonise buildings. My name is Sonja Van Renssen. I'm editor-in-chief of Energy Monitor, which is a relatively new website dedicated to the energy transition that was launched by the New Statesman Media Group just over a year ago now. And we basically try and provide data-led analysis of the opportunities and risks of the shift to net zero with a target audience of policymakers, regulators, and companies. So we're here today for the launch of a new study, and this is a study that makes the case for mortgage portfolio standards. Don't switch off if that sounds complicated. Basically, what it is, it's the idea of using standards of the kind we've applied to renewables in terms of renewable portfolio standards, think of the US, or perhaps more familiar to some of you, car emission standards, which have been applied here in Europe and have successfully brought down tailpipe emissions from vehicles. The idea is to apply the same kind of standard to mortgage portfolios owned by banks. And the thinking behind that is that this will get banks more involved in renovations, and by extension, more involved in climate action. The timing seems perfect. We're in the middle of Fit for 55. We're awaiting the second part of that package, which will also take a specific look at buildings in mid-December. And of course, we're increasingly close to COP26, which will reaffirm the need for action to get us on track to limiting global warming to just 1.5 degrees. So the work today has been carried out by ClimateStrategy and partners, and you'll hear more about them later, funded by the European Climate Foundation. And for those of you who don't know ClimateStrategy, this is a consultancy specializing in strategy, markets, and opportunities created by the need for climate action. So I'm almost done here. Just a couple of housekeeping points. First of all, we would very much welcome your questions. You can enter those into the chat function, which you should have in your control panel on the side. We'll try and take as many questions as we can. There'll be time for them, particularly towards the end, but do send them in as they occur to you, and we'll try and weave them in. Today's webinar is being recorded, so you will have access to that recording and also all PowerPoints being presented. And finally, if you are on social media and want to communicate about it, please use the hashtag mortgage portfolio standards, and you will always also find ClimateStrategy on Twitter under @ClimateStreet, or ClimateST. And I think that's it from me for the moment. I'd like to welcome then Adrian Joyce to kick us off properly, Secretary